What's up, YouTube? This is Chris Albert. Got my beard going on. Got to go train some clients in a second. I wanted to talk to you today about a subject that's kind of controversial. I'm sure some people are going to come at me a little bit crazy, like a lot of people do from time to time. But what I want to talk to you about is overcarbing. Not only overcarbing, but eating carbs too many times in the day. And this is something that, again, a lot of you are going to be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Here's the deal. Every time you eat carbohydrates, anytime you eat anything for that matter, you produce a hormone in your body called insulin. Insulin is like the gatekeeper. It says, okay, I'm going to store nutrients either in your muscle cells or in your liver or in your fat cells, right? If there's not enough space in the muscle cells, if there's not enough space in the liver, then energy gets stored as fat. It's simple as that. That's simple science. There's probably a lot more complicated explanation for that, but I'm breaking it down Barney style for y'all. Barney style. Whoa. So here's the deal. Let's think about this. What keeps insulin from sticking nutrients in the cells? Well, one, if they're full, but two, if the receptor sites on the cells are worn out, right? If this, for instance, if you go out drinking, right, and you do that one night, right, it's your only night ever drinking, you are going to get fucking plastered after 2 drinks. If, on the other hand, you go out drinking multiple nights in a row for like 5 years, right, you're probably going to have more of a tolerance, and you're probably going to take you like 20 beers to get pretty drunk. So the deal with insulin resistance is that people who constantly have insulin pumping through their bodies, they wear out those receptor sites. They become tolerant to insulin. And therefore, the cells no longer accept the energy. So they get stored as fat, or you have a higher blood sugar, which means you're pre-diabetic or diabetic. Now, I'm not fooling around here. A lot of the major research out there is saying that insulin resistance is actually the major cause of obesity in the United States right now, right? More than eating more calories than friggin' what you've been doing, more than, calories in, calories out, it has to do with that hormonal process. You are taxing that hormonal process, and your body no longer functions like it should. So people have to inject insulin. Now, why am I telling all of you this? You guys are fitness-minded people. You're working out all the time and stuff like that. For those of you who eat 6 to 8 meals a day, if you're eating carbohydrates at each of those meals, think about this. How many insulin spikes are you getting? You're getting 8 insulin spikes throughout the day, right? Think about this again, right? If you're getting 8 insulin spikes throughout the day, you're getting more insulin spikes than somebody who's eating 2, 3 meals a day. That's probably pretty taxing on the cells and the receptor sites. So what I want to break this down to, because I don't have a whole lot of time here, I gotta run to the gym, and I can open up this debate. You guys can ask me questions. You can email me. You can put stuff down in the comments there. But what I'm going to tell you is this: I recommend for my clients to eat carbohydrates once a day, and I recommend it after the workout. Not Sometimes, yes, you can have it directly out of their workout, but for a lot of my obese clients, for a lot of my clients with a lot of extra fat, I don't have them eat carbohydrates or much of anything for that matter for like 2 hours, 90 minutes, 2 hours till after the workout. And I'm not alone in this. A lot of the people who follow intermittent fasting protocols do this as well. What I think the danger is to, one, the people who follow the traditional bodybuilding diet, especially if you're natural. What you don't realize is that a lot of the pro bodybuilders who follow this type of diet are shooting something up when they eat, or shooting something up directly after the workout, and that's called insulin. People use insulin as, if you will, an anabolic steroid. It's a hormone. It's pretty much, it's been called almost more anabolic than testosterone, which, and it works. A lot of these guys use it for this purpose. If you're natural and you're not shooting shit into yourself, then you might want to consider reducing the amount of times you're eating carbohydrates throughout the day, because you could be heading for and insulin resistance in your own old age. In addition to that, you may be affecting your own nutrient partitioning, meaning you're not partitioning a lot of the nutrients you're putting in your body. You're wasting them away because your body will not, your muscle cells will not accept the nutrition properly. There are some supplements you can take to increase insulin sensitivity, which is alpha-lipoic acid. You can take turmeric. You know, these are some great supplements to ensure that you are staying insulin sensitive. There's a few other companies who have products that consist of antioxidants that clear up the messages between the cells, and I'm not going to go into specific company names because I don't promote anybody except for my boy I'm So Alpha, Mike Rashid, because his products are the shit. But what I'm saying to you is, when you're thinking about this stuff, really think about how what you're putting in your body affects your health. I know you think you're healthy. I know you think you're working out. I know you think you're doing this, but a lot of the stuff you're putting in your body that you think is getting you jacked, that you think is putting on shit tons of muscle, is fucking really fucking you up, and could be fucking you up in the long run. Just like steroids could be fucking people up in the long run. Just like, you know, drinking or smoking could be fucking people up in the long run. You, if you're a natural athlete or a drugged athlete, I don't care, you could be fucking yourself up. Now, for those of you who follow the if it fits your macros, there's something for you here too. A lot of you say nutrient timing doesn't matter. Nutrient timing, especially in this case, does matter. If you are in a state of insulin resistance, meaning your glycogen's full and you're eating carbs, man, you're not going to be processing your nutrients the right way. Those carbs are going to get stored as fat. Simple as that. I agree, yes, you don't have to follow an 8-meal-a-day template. They don't have to be spaced perfectly 2 hours apart. But this is something you need to consider when putting your diets together. This is really fast. This is really friggin' off pocket. It's just something I really wanted to do. You'll be hearing a lot more from me about this subject. You'll be seeing a lot more of my writings on this subject. I'm not the most eloquent speaker. I'm a much better writer than I speak. But if for those of you who have any questions, just hit me up, gettingtoshredded@gmail.com. Put your comments down below, whether you hate me, whether you love me, whether you want to call me a fucking bro scientist or whatever. For those of you who call me a bro scientist, even though I cite scientific research, and then you tell me that fucking, you know, scientific research doesn't matter. But whatever, doesn't matter. Come at me, talk to me. I love y'all. Take care.